So apparently, we have Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan live in Romania, and so they flee or whatever. There's this is a story that I want to cover, but he's a very controversial type of guy. Both of them. Like Tristan is a little bit down to earth, but Andrew is crazy. I mean, I never want to talk about this topic personally, but there's a lot of things. We can go through some of the information that's been published on the internet. This is one video of them leaving the airport. So yeah, I have to make sure that the sound is on. But there's really nothing. It's just so them walking from the jet, and then right after the coming to the out the airport, they've been a lot of press and people want to talk to the guys.
I think my brother and I are largely misunderstood. There's a lot of opinions about us, a lot of things that go around about us on the internet. We've yet to be convicted of any crime in our lives ever. We have no criminal record anywhere on the planet ever. Our case was dismissed.
Okay, so the guy was charged with human trafficking and sexual abuse type of stuff. Me personally, I don't play with other people's image, especially on the internet. Even in real life, like that's not something that I engage in. But somehow they haven't found any evidence. It's kind of weird. I mean, there's some of the evidence that I've seen in the recent month, but like the whole thing is weird, and also the thing when you have like too much money, like with that also comes with influence and
Active indictment in court to let us go and return.
So apparently it's been approved by the government, so they have approved they lifted the travel ban.
Democratic
Something I
society
didn't know.
is supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, as my brother and I are. And I think it's extremely important that we stop allowing media spin, wrap-up smears, lies, or...
That is true. There's a lot of lies when it comes to this topic and all that. But also, one thing I have to say, his history and his brother too. Like I'm talking about both of them. Like there's a lot of history that you can go through and find. Like if you really want to find something, you're probably gonna find it, because the whole thing is sketchy. Like what they have done in the past. Now I'm gonna discuss that in a little bit.
Carefully constructed narratives from George Soros-funded operations trying to destroy the reputations of good people who have no intention to do anything.
He just blamed George Soros. Apparently, it was funding.
Other than political.
Okay, so that's pretty much it. I mean, there's nothing over there. It's like, well, I'm innocent, and George Soros, whatever, So there's this article. Maybe we can read something over here. It says brother Tate have reportedly fled. It has been claimed that the pair were earlier in this for house arrest. Yeah, I mean house arrest for 3 years. This is not like good justice. Like I think it's bullshit. Regardless of whether they're innocent or guilty, it's just bullshit. Yeah, I mean you can't do that. Like 3 years. 2 years, something, I don't know. Like that's too much time to fucking have an investigation. And that's what makes me skeptical about the whole thing. And it seems like, well, I'm trying to defend. I don't defend anybody on my channel. I just look at what's available. And anyways, it says there was this kind of lobbying of Donald Trump and his government. They say, because the guy got a lot of money, connection and shit. So just as a week after the restraint upon the brother, right? So he was asking the government to ease the restraints. So the administration said to have requested the Tate's passport to be returned to them, which will allow them to be able to travel despite the still being under investigation for the crime they alleged. So it says nothing here. International airports from Romania, 5,000 miles. The request to change the obligation not living was approved. So yeah, it was approved by the prosecutors. All the other obligations have been maintained. The brother are dual citizens for the US and the UK. They also currently facing a slew of criminal charges. This is weird. And as far as the information we have right now, I don't see there's absolute there's nothing shocking or nothing like British authorities seized over $2.5 million of assets. So there's not a lot things to cover here. It's just claim it yourself as you discuss it. Yeah, spokesperson from the Romanian courts are independent, or I don't know court that are independent. Earlier this month, weaponized against people. So this is apparently richer. He said the US aid program were weaponized against people and politicians were weren't work. Biden team spent US taxpayer money to support left-wing program candidates around the world. Well, that can be true. Like once you get once you become famous and you start like people start listening to you and all that, you would have a lot of money spent, in order to kind of promote and grow your reach. Or it also works in the opposite way, where they can just silence you, persecute you, allege crime, So if any US aid went to Romania to fund any particular lawfare-based investigation, well, we don't know that. That's just a conspiracy to me. Anyways, there's this Attorney General James whatever Utmeyer. After the Ron DeSantis from Florida, he says this.
Is he welcome here? What the state do to send him back to Romania or whatever?
We have no involvement in that. I read about it through the media. Clearly, the federal government has jurisdiction, whether they want to rebuff his entry into the United States, and I have confidence that whether it's Pam Bondi or Kristi Noem, that they will be looking at that. I do know our Attorney General, James Uthmeyer, is looking at what state hooks and jurisdiction we may have to be able type of conduct in the air. And I don't know how it came to this. We were not involved. We were not notified.
So basically, that's just the the usual bullshit political talk. We have no involvement. We didn't know. Where he's not welcome. And then this attorney over here, he jumped and said, earlier this morning, I directed my office to work with our state law enforcement partner to conduct a preliminary inquiry into these individuals. Florida has zero tolerance for human trafficking and violence against women. Why is it like always women? I mean, if any of these alleged crimes trigger Florida's jurisdictions, we will hold them accountable. Well, that's fair. But there's like the Jeffrey Epstein list seems to be coming today or next tomorrow. And that's basically just gonna destroy this whole narrative about like we had a hold in this and we're like doing that. I mean, this is a shit show, and like I said, he just don't have like a good history. This is I don't know if I can show that on YouTube, but the guy is
by your neck again. Then what the fuck?
This guy is crazy. See, this is why I say about like I mean I ain't gonna defend anybody, but like just like the videos circulated, all the WhatsApp messages. I mean, I've read that, but the issue is like the sex industry, sex work industry, just like it's filled with this type of behaviors. I'm really not shocked. I see a lot of people, I'm saying, this kind of selective outrage and this like, oh, well, I'm sitting on top, and I'm levitating above all of you, and I'm such a moral and a good person. I mean, the only thing that's stopping you from doing what they're doing is your financial situation. You think yourself as a good person, I hate to disappoint you, but you're not. I mean, I give you $15 million right now. I would be shocked if you behaved correctly. But anyway, this is the story. Maybe something later on is gonna come out. If you have any comments or whatever, put it down below and share your thought, and see you next time.